Good morning to everyone. I think you have familiar with Unit 1. Unit 1 we have discussed about introduction about computer networks, and the second half we have discussed the data link layer and its functionality of data link layer. So now we move on to Unit 2. Unit 2 we are going to have the media access and internet booking. So in title itself we can able to identify, or we can able to guess which layer we are going to discuss in depth. So that is media access, which comes under it. Layer 2, that is data link layer, and internet working. So obviously internet working comes under network layer. So that layer is in third layer of OSI structure, right? So before entering into the exact title, so just to see what are the content we are going to discuss. So first one, media access control, Ethernet, third one, wireless LAN, and fourth one, 802.11, and fifth one, Bluetooth, sixth is switching and bridging, and final topic we are having basic internet working. So that networking, it is IP, CIDR, ARP, DHCP, ICMP. These are the protocol, that is networking protocol, we are going to see in this Unit 2, right? So these are the content we are going to see in our Unit 2. So the first topic we are having media access control. So just we can start with media access control. So this is the partial structure of OSI layer, right? So this is layer 1, physical layer, data link layer, network layer, and upper layer we can have the transport layer, and remaining layers we have. So this I already told to you. So the media access, it comes under layer 2, right? That is data link layer. So data link layer can be divided into two sub layers. So that the higher layer we can have logical link control, and this bottom layer we call it as the medium access layer. Okay, so I'm just repeating. In data link layer is divided in two sub layers. So first part, that is top of data link layer, we can call it as logical link layer, and the bottom layer we can call it as media access layer, right? So this is some recap from our Unit 1. So and then we can move on to the exact media access control, right? So this is how we have studied already. That is data link layer. So data link layer, it is connecting the nodes through some physical medium. So obviously the physical medium, that is the connectivity should be there. So that is major objective of data link layer, and second objective can be the issues, the problems can be addressed before the node can be successfully exchange the packets, right? So before, for an example, we are communicating, we are connecting, or we are transmitting some message from me, and I'm just communicating with you. So before this communication, so should ensure, and the problem have to be addressed. So that it means the connectivity, and also the medium, it is to be ready. So all those issues, it is taken care by the data link layer. So these are two major objectives of data link layer. So first one, connecting of nodes through physical medium, and second, the issues to be addressed before the nodes can be successfully exchanged the packet. So before message exchange, the the problem have to be addressed. So for this, uh, what to say that to address those problems, we have some basic techniques, that is encoding, framing, error detection, reliable delivery, and medium access. So these are the major work of data link layer, right? So it is one of the work, just reminding all those things we have covered in unit 1. Just to say medium access. So this part we are going to discuss in unit 2, right now? Okay. So the major this objective should be reached. For this, these are the techniques we have in data link layer along with medium access. So now we are going to in depth of medium access. That's why I am just taking this recap now, right? Okay. As I already said, a data link layer has two sublayers. First one LLC and the second one is MAC. That is, LLC is the top of data link layer, logical link control sublayer, and the bottom layer we can call it as medium access layer. Okay. Okay, what is LLC? Before going to say medium access, just it is a small recap for LLC. What is LLC? LLC, it is a multiplex the protocol running on top of the data link layer, and it is optionally provide a flow control, acknowledgement, and error recovery. So this part it is taken care by LLC. Okay, so we know. So these are the work or responsibility of data link layer, that is encoding, framing, data detection, reliable delivery, medium access. So these are the responsibility of data link layer. So from this responsibility, LLC is taking care of flow control, acknowledgement, error recovery, right? It also providing addressing and control of the data link. So LLC provides the control and addressing of the link. Also, it is used for addressing the station over transmission medium. So it is also it is taking care of to provide or to specify the mechanism for addressing for the stations which are going to communicate. So these are the these are the work or objective of LLC. Okay, next to the sublayer we can have a medium access layer. So this medium access layer, what is the responsibility of this layer, right? So this layer it is used to determine who is allowed to access the media at any one time. That is, it is some authorization. Okay, so this layer, this medium access layer, it is going to decide or determine who will communicate at a time. So that is the major objective of media access layer, right? So other time it refers to a frame structure with MAC addresses inside. Okay. So initially it is determined who is allowed to access the media at any one time, right? Who is going to use the particular medium, who is going to communicate at a time. So this part it is taking care of media access layer. So there are, for this identification or determination, there are generally two forms of media access control. One is distributed and another is centralized, right? So it also determines where one frame of data ends and next frame starting of next frame. That is the work of framing. Framing it is taking care of, if suppose I am sending hello, welcome. Okay, so when one frame of data ends, hello is ending of my first part and welcome is starting of my next frame. So like that determination is done by framing. That is also responsibility of data link layer, right? Okay, so these are small recap of data link layer. So now all of you clear with what is data link layer, what is the objective of data link layer, what are the responsibility of data link layer, right? Okay. Now, as we discussed earlier, so in unit 2, this completely we are going to discuss about two parts. One is media access control and second is internetworking. So media access control, that is comes under data link layer. Okay. So medium access control. Okay. Medium access control, which is we already know. So it is going to determine who is going to utilize or who is going to access the medium, that is communication medium at a time, right? So that is the thing we are here we are having medium access, that is MAC, determine how the nodes share the channel, that is determine when a node can be transmitted, how it is going to determine. So for that we have some algorithm. So that algorithm we can call it a distributed algorithm, right? Okay, so before that, what is 2 points we have here? That is MAC sublayer is not important on point-to-point link, because there is only two node or two system or two person are going to communicate. So at that place there is no need to determine who is going to use the communication medium. So there only two persons are going to communicate. So there is no intermediate or there is other person cannot be interrupt. So at that area, there is no necessity to use it MAC, point to point. Okay. So where then, okay, in point to point, we don't need to access, no need to use medium access layer. Then where we can use it? Okay. So it is used in broadcast or shared when the multiple system or multiple node can communicate. So at that place we essentially or the MAC, it is essential, right? So for that distributed algorithm is used. Okay. So what's the taxonomy of MAC protocol, right? That is media access control protocol. What is the taxonomy? The taxonomy should describe so major three parts. One is channel partitioning, next part it is random access, and third is ordered access, right? So first part channel partitioning, random access, ordered access, right now. Okay, I think all of you clear with what is the why we are what is MAC, why we are studying MAC, and where it is or where which is used, right? I think you are clear. And just repeat what media access control. What media access control? Media access control is determine which node is going to communicate or which node is going to using the physical medium at that time, or that is what. And next question, why media access is needed when the multiple node or multiple for example multiple persons we are going to communicate, right? So in that place, so who is accessing first, who is start conversation first, or who is coming to answer the next. So this part, multiple nodes, we 10 students we are having in a group. Okay, take for example group discussion, right? So in a group 10 students are there. So among the 10 students, we can't as a human we can say you are going to what to say that you are start next followed by you. So like that we can order the students for communication. So that is comes under third category. If suppose we do not follow any other technology, so all the 10 students are started talking. So is it a proper way? Definitely no. So at that place we have to